My name is Greg Todd. I am 48 years old and I live in Crockery Township. So as far as community involvement goes, I've been a former police officer. I've been a firefighter since 2013, first responder, which is the people that generally get there before the ambulances show up to make sure that everything's okay in the case of a medical or some type of emergency, trauma emergency. I've been involved actively in the Republican Party since 2020 and ended up being on the executive committee for that, along with some of the state committees and even the policy committee for a brief while. I've been a litigation attorney for the last 17 years. I went to law school originally to be a prosecutor, but the economy did its thing in 2007 when I graduated, and so normally those entry-level jobs that nobody really wants, all of a sudden there were a lot of highly experienced people that were looking for those jobs. And by the time that got shaken out, I had a pretty established civil career. I ended up starting off doing business and real estate litigation, but because of my law enforcement background, I added criminal defense to my repertoire. And when I realized how all the different sets of court rules are very similar and they play off of each other, I ended up adding family law and probate law as well. So with that, I've got massive amounts of experience in all aspects of civil and criminal law, not just in front of our Ottawa County judges, but in Kalamazoo and Oceana, Newaygo, Muskegon, and Kent as well. So I'm running because when COVID hit, we had a lot of things going on, a lot of mandates coming down, and we saw a lot of government overreach based on, speculated information, which now we know a lot of it was speculated, and a lot of the mandates turned out to be flat out wrong, and oftentimes they were hurtful rather than helpful. And my position is that, the prosecutor's office exists to enforce laws, not unconstitutional mandates. And the problem I have with that is that now we're hearing from people that, saying that the mandates were unconstitutional is this far right-wing opinion. In reality, it's just an observation of Michigan law. Our Supreme Court has held as much, and our Court of Appeals has held as much when it was reissued through the HHS rather than through the governor's office. So I'm running because I believe that Ottawa County deserves to have people that they elect uphold the values that they run on and not pull a bait and switch like we've seen over the past 2 or 3 election cycles. So in talking to a lot of our law enforcement officers, the biggest issue that they have with the prosecutor's office is what they call warrant denials. When a law enforcement agency investigates a case, they submit it oftentimes to the prosecutor's office for the issuance of a warrant. And that means that the case goes from beyond an investigation to an actual criminal charge. And what we're seeing here in Ottawa County is that almost 28%, in fact, I think it's a little over 28% of all warrant requests are denied. And obviously some of that's going to be where the law enforcement agency submits a warrant not knowing if there's a crime and they just want to do a little CYA. I get that. But the vast majority of them are legitimately investigated crimes that the prosecutor's office will say, we don't have the resources to deal with that, or it's too hard to prove that. Or the one I'm hearing more and more now is, in the interest of justice, we're just not going to go after that. And so somehow in the interest of justice, almost 1 in 4 crimes goes without justice. And to me, that's unacceptable.